Hi, today we're going to talk about the audiolingualism method of teaching English or a foreign language. My name is Alicia and I teach English. I have taught in the United States with adult immigrant populations and also with school children. And I teach English in Colombia with Práctica en la Ciudad. So what is the audiolingualism method? Basically, the idea is that language can be learned best through oral communication. So there's a lot of repetition, a lot of exercises with call and response, and the idea is that students first listen and then speak, and then read and then write, just like children learn their native language in that order. So let's look at how we can use audiolingualism in the classroom. Usually there will be a lot of repetition in exercises where the teacher speaks and the students imitate what the teacher says. For example, I would say, "What do you like to do?" And the class or the student says, "What do you like to do? What do you like to do? What do you like to do?" And they repeat many times so that they can work on their pronunciation and their confidence saying the phrase or vocabulary. So another example might be that the teacher says a sentence or a phrase and the students repeat part of that but change the form. For example, I might say, "I like to play soccer," and the student says, "Do you like to play soccer?" So they use the same words but in a different structure. So another exercise that can be useful, especially for combining learning a grammatical form with vocabulary, is if the teacher says a sentence and the students replace one word. For example, if I say, "I want to go to the movies," and the students have a list of places, they can say, "I want to go to the library. I want to go to the store. I want to go to the park." So there are some drawbacks to using the audiolingualism method in your classroom. It can be very repetitive, and that might be boring for some students. Also, all this repetition might be pretty time-consuming. Most people are going to want to have some kind of visual aid. If you research this method, it might say in some places not to use any visual aids, but personally I would recommend using a lot of visual aids since that's how most people learn. Also, most people are going to want to write things down at some time, and in the audiolingualism method, there's no writing down. And especially for adults, I've had the experience of struggling to get them to stop writing every single word down as fast as they can. But they need to focus on listening and speaking. And also, I would say, just as with any other method, this is one tool for you to use. This is not the only thing that you should do in the classroom.
Practica en la ciudad. Diviértete aprendiendo idiomas.